is unreal. I've never seen anything like this.
It is just absolutely crazy.
The crowd was amazing.
I've got confetti right here, guys.
You're a national champion.
Rock Dog, baby.
Rock that Jayhawks.
Let's go!
That'll be one that not too many people forget very soon.
Live from the heart of all the excitement, it is time for the KU Championship Parade. High above Mass Street in downtown Lawrence. Here now from KSHB 41, Taylor Hemness and Sports Director Mick Schaefer.
Good afternoon. We are live in Lawrence. The question is, why aren't you? This is the place to be in Kansas today. They go from winning a championship in the party city of New Orleans to bringing the party to Lawrence.
And it was a competition all week long. What's going to be a more fun time for KU fans? Bourbon Street or Mass Street? Mass Street definitely winning today. As far as the eye can see down south or north here on Mass Street, there are Jayhawk fans lined up along the streets as this parade, Taylor, started a couple minutes earlier than we thought. It's going already.
They're punctual in Lawrence for the parade. You know, we talked about the chances that it might have been on Saturday. A very different forecast for Saturday. It's obviously very windy here today, but about 20 degrees warmer than it would have been yesterday.
It's warmer. We're in short sleeves. We got people in shorts down there. We got dogs out, kids out, fans of all shapes and sizes out, and we have people all over the place. We're about at 8th and Mass Street here. Mackenzie Nelson a little bit north at the start of the parade at 6th and Mass Street. And then down at, I think about, we are going to go to Mackenzie first. Let's go to the start of the parade route. Mackenzie, what are you seeing down there?
We're right here with Ochai Agbaji and David McCormick. They are holding the national championship trophy. They are starting the parade, Mick. Everything is coming out of this riverfront parking lot. That's where all the cars were getting ready, and we got to catch up with the team and Bill Self. We hung out with them for a bit as they were getting ready to get in their cars. And now we're just following them along the parade route. Ochai holding the trophy up, waving to people. We got Jalen Wilson, 2 cars in front of Och, and then we got DeJuan Harris and Christian Brown in front of David McCormick and Ochai Agbaji. Fans are here at the start of the parade. I assume they're going to start walking with them if they want to see everyone. But we got to talk with Bill Self and some of the players when we got here and take a listen to what they had to say just about today and the excitement surrounding it.
That's everyone's dream. I mean, it's to win a championship for your city and be in a parade in your city, and I think it's just special that we're doing this for Lawrence.
How much has Lawrence meant to you?
A lot. This has been my home here for 4 years. The fans have obviously, brought me in and loved me since the moment I've been playing. So, no, I just love it here in Lawrence, and it just holds a special place in my heart.
That's how close we are. This team's so close. We spend every second with each other on and off the court. We're a very, very close-knit group that cares about each other, care about our coaches. So it's super special. These fans, they mean so much to us. They care so much about this place, and we care about them.
If you guys can see, I'm going to have Jack kind of zoom in. All of them are wearing these Kansas Jayhawk wrestling belts along with some beads, and they each are carrying different trophies in the cars because, well, the Jayhawks have so many trophies, let's be real. Mick and Taylor, we'll send it back over to you where you're at. You're still hot.
Taylor, we're seeing some dignitaries, some sponsor cars come through here. Now, down a little farther south on the parade route on Mass Street is Aaron Ladd, also pulling rooftop duty. Aaron, stay away from the ledge, okay? What are you seeing down there?
Mick, Taylor, we're having a good time right now. We're at the corner of 9th and Mass, and like you said, I got a rooftop view, the penthouse only for the Fresh Prince of KSHB 41 Sports. You heard the players talk about just how special this moment is, and really not only special for the team, but special for this community as well. And you can see the outpouring of support. 14 years since their last national championship, and as we see kind of the early parts of this parade start down Mass Street, you can see the excitement, you can see the emotion, you can see just how eager this community was to welcome back this team that kind of went through ups and downs throughout the regular season, finished the year as hot as anybody, 11-game win streak. Obviously, we know what happened in the national championship game. Down 16 at one point, Mick and Taylor. 16. Those 16-point comebacks, that's not supposed to happen. It happened this year. It happened for this team. And now they're enjoying the fruits of their labors here in Lawrence. We see the Alumni Association making their way down now. And, I mean, nothing but crimson and blue for as far as the eye can see here on Mastery. What a sight. What a scene here in Lawrence, and beautiful images. And I had a chance to see the Braves parade earlier last year after they won, and you could kind of feel the similar thing here in Lawrence. Just fans eager to welcome the team back, fans who know how much this meant to them and their community. And this is a place that prides itself on basketball history. We've talked about that forever. They get to add another chapter of basketball history, and we're all a part of it here on KSHB 41. It's awesome.
Being carried and held up whenever in one of these cars.
Lion King type image here on the parade route. I do see Travis Goff down there right below us. He's the new AD in town at KU. I joked with him on Monday, you're 1 for 1. He got hired after the Final Four last year. He's 1 for 1 in KU national championships. And he says, my advice, I'm just staying out of the way of Bill Self. That's the best thing I could do. It worked here in 2022.
And obviously, also aware of how good it is to quickly make sure people are aware, because they very quickly added that 2022 to the banner in Allen Fieldhouse. Very, very fast.
Very, very fast indeed. And Aaron mentioned it. What a game that was.
Yes.
I mean, I was there. I still can't believe what I saw. I remember talking to our reporters, Haley Lewis and Jordan Betts, who were down there. I'm like, they need to keep this when it's getting out of hand at the end of the first half. Keep this within single digits, maybe an 8 or a 9 point deficit. They didn't. It got to 16. It was 15 at halftime, and then just the switch being turned at the beginning of the second half. Christian Brown shot out of a cannon. He scores like 8 quick points, and they tied the game up with like 7 minutes in to the second half, and it was game on the rest of the way. What a game it was.
So we're here, Mick and I are here at the corner of 8th and Massachusetts. We're getting our first players coming by now.
We got some players here.
Cam Martin and Zach Clemens coming through right now, and it's cool they've got their names and numbers on the sides of the cars they're riding in so people know who they're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of these guys very recognizable. Some of them didn't play as much, but this KU team all year long was about the deepest in college basketball. There were guys like Jalen Coleman-Lands and Joseph Yesufu who were stars on other D1 teams a year ago, made the choice. They traded minutes for wins to come to KU, and it worked out for them. Those guys didn't play in the national championship games. Those guys are going to continue playing. They will be players that get paid to play basketball at some level somewhere in the future.
Any basketball fan will tell you about how important it is to be healthy and deep once he gets to the tournament to win those 6 games and get that national championship. We want to go to our reporter, Jordan Betts. She's at 12th and Mass now. As you mentioned, she was in New Orleans. She's been following the Jayhawks all throughout the season here at the parade coverage with us live today. Jordan?
Hey, Taylor, man, it is a beautiful day here in Lawrence and a beautiful day to be a Jayhawk fan. We've got the band and the cheerleaders that are coming by that you can see right here. Fans are excited. I can't tell you how much blue I see, how much red I see. We're seeing the Jayhawk that's passing by us right now. But hey, I want you to actually come towards, we're going to back up here. They're ready to see the Jayhawks as we come on through, but even better, we've got Ochai Abaji's family that's here with us. We've been able to get to know the Abaji all season. You and Erica, you and I talked about this moment right here. Now that it's actually happening, Ochai did it. How does it feel to be here at this parade?
Oh my gosh, it feels awesome. This team has worked so hard. So it's great to be here and celebrate them.
And how proud of you, Ochai, of being able to do this?
Oh, I feel it's just been great.
It's wonderful. And your whole entire family is here with you guys. We got the whole family with us. They got their Ochai shirts on, which I love. And I got to ask Dad. We're going to come to Dad. I know that you guys have worked, you and Ochai have worked since the 3rd grade, crazy enough, on this moment right here. You told me you were just awestruck at the championship. Now you're here at the parade. You've had some time to process it. Has it really hit you that your son won a national championship?
Not really. This is part of the process to get to that point, and I had to be at the parade to see it live. So it's gradually sinking in that he's a national champion. But I'm trying to just soak it in. It's been a blessing and it's been fun. So.
And Kansas City really supporting Ochai throughout this whole thing. What has it meant to you that, you know, his old alumni high school supporting you guys, Kansas City, what does that mean?
It means a lot because he's a product of Kansas City, and for him to do this not just for Lawrence but also for the whole Kansas City region, the metro area, it's actually awesome. So the support has been great, and we've just been enjoying it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. And Rock Chalk! There you go. We're going to send it back to you guys. It's too much fun out here. You guys got to come out here if you're not already.
Jordan, thank you. The trophy is going by Mike and I right now in the hands of, I believe, Mitch Lightfoot holding that up.
Yes, and we see, well, Jalen Coleman lands on the side there, but that's actually Chris Tehan. Well, he talked to his mom before the championship game. She said he is going to shave his mustache.
Oh.
If he doesn't, I'm going to do it in his sleep. I'm going to find him. She was tired of it. He hasn't shaved the mustache yet.
Now here we get with Christian Brown coming with us too, and we've seen a few of the net debris tied into some
look,
mats.
It's perfect that Christian Brown and DeJuan Harris Jr. are in a car together. They played AAU ball together for years. They lived together for years. You probably heard DeJuan Harris's story by now and Christian's story. Cool that they're in a car together. And then there's Big Dave and Big Oach, the two best players
Ochai and
at the
David
Final Four.
through.
Of course, Oach won the MVP of the Final Four. A lot of people thought, including Oach himself, that McCormick should have won it, but both played great.
And then Bill Self here as well. What a ride he's got.
Yeah, he's got his granddaughter there with him.
Oh my gosh.
Coach Self and Wayne Simeon behind him.
Listen, we've done some parades, Mick. The car game in this parade is strong.
Yeah.
The car game is really strong in this parade today. So we're going to get to Jeon Kim. She's here with us as well. She's at 15th and Mass, I think, as the fire truck is going right behind her right now at the front of the parade. Jeon.
Yes, perfect timing. Oh my gosh, we just got the beginning of the parade coming down Mass Street for us right now. We were outside 13th and Mass Street. A lot of people were towards the end of the parade route here, so anticipating. We thought it was going to be a lot longer than we were able to see the beginning of this, but they are coming down. We see the Kansas Spirit team with the pom-poms. This is so exciting. Guys, I came to Lawrence for the very first time a couple weeks ago when we won the Elite Eights, and I asked them what it is about KU basketball that everyone loves so much. Oh my God, it's the spirit, it's the tradition, it's the camaraderie, it's the loyalty, they told me. Someone even told me that KU basketball is a religion of its own. Here they come. Woo! Here's the Spirit Squad. Hi! Let's go, Kansas! Let's go, Jayhawks! Let's go home! Oh my goodness, just so much spirit. I think everybody's just anticipating for the championship team to come down, but we'll send it right back to you guys.
All right, Jeon, thank you very much. The parade is past Mick and I. It was about 20 minutes worth of parade, very quick.
We see Brian Haney there and Greg Gurley there at the end of the parade. The announcers, of course, a lot of KU fans might have that Brian Haney call memorized by now. It'll go down in the storybooks like they all do in 1988 and 2008 as well. Brian with a great call there. And we've got the Chesty Lion there on the end of the patrol car there. It looks like to be the end of the parade, at least from our vantage point. Of course, it's going down another 11 blocks or so.
Right. I think Mackenzie Nelson is still walking alongside the parade. Let's check back in with Mackenzie. Can you? We can hear you, Mackenzie. We are coming to you. How's it look from where you're standing?
I can hear you, Taylor. We're hanging out right here in between the car that's carrying Christian Brown and DeJuan Harris and Ochai Baji and David McCormick. If you take a look at Oach is just showing off that trophy to all the fans. And oh, not to mention, we've seen some fans in trees because they had to get, of course, a great view of this parade, right? So we've seen fans, of course, lining the streets, but on the rooftops where you guys are at, hanging onto tree limbs. Nobody wanted to miss this parade, guys. We've got a Final Four shirt.
Mackenzie, thank you.
We're showing it off. Oh, he's gonna...
Yeah, it's loud here in Lawrence, Mick. We are trying to keep up with the fans as best we can, but it's a fast parade, and they're reacting to it as quickly as they possibly can.
Yeah, well, I can see Aaron Ladd over on the other rooftop across the way, blocked out. What are you seeing now, Aaron?
Hey guys, it's kind of making their way down. They're following the last little bit of players here. We see Ochai, we see David McCormick, and every time they raise that trophy, whether it's the Big 12 regular season title, whether it's the Big 12 tournament title, whether it's the Elite Eight, or excuse me, the Final Four trophy, and then obviously the National Championship trophy, each member of Kansas has had their own piece of hardware to kind of raise and show off the success not only of this team, but the history of this program. It's a culmination of what's been an extremely successful season for the Kansas Jayhawks. And I mean, it's loud. It's loud. No music required. I think if you didn't have "We Are the Champions" memorized before you showed up, I mean, you've got it down packed in sign language and every other language by now, because it is blasting. And those fans who were at the front of the parade route making their way down now. David McCormick pumping up the crowd. We talked about him possibly being a most outstanding player in the Final Four, but his minutes towards
coming again, Sean.
Season. I mean, somebody even joked on Twitter that he turned into Shaquille O'Neal at one point in time. You can't underestimate what he did down the stretch. Those two big buckets to steal the national championship game. You see Bill Self and his family having a good time here, and lifelong memories. My mom would call this a scrapbook moment. These are pictures that Jayhawk fans will never forget here. And I know the party's left you, but I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon here in LFK. Mick.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. You know, it's important, these parades and these celebrations back in the hometowns, because not everybody in Lawrence obviously was able to make it down to New Orleans and be there for the Final Four. It seats a lot of people, 70,000, but there are a lot more than 70,000 Jayhawk fans out there, Taylor. So to be able to celebrate and let these fans see the players up close and personal with the nets in their hats and the trophies and everything is a really, really important thing.
And I'm always thinking about the students that are actually at KU when championships are won, of any sport. Right now, obviously, we're talking about basketball. To say, yeah, I was there, I was a junior, I was a senior when we won the national championship, that's a thrill for people who go to KU when that happens.
They'll be talking about it for years to come. The stories will grow and grow, maybe some being exaggerated. But that's okay.
No exaggeration. Right? I can't imagine that.
You hear the stories of people that were in school in 08 and in 98. And so what a big thing for KU and Jayhawk Nation. Got that 4th national title. Bill Self's got his 2nd national title. And really, sky's the limit for this program.
Let's talk to Jordan Betts. She's back out there live if she can hear us. Last time we heard from her, she was talking to Ojai's parents. Jordan, what have you been able to find out? What's going on near you?
Hey, we got some players that are just passing us by. You can see more players that are right here and coaches. We're still looking out for Ochai as his family is just right next to us, and we're hoping to kind of see that reunion. It's been a moment that they've waited their entire lives for. We've had people who have skipped work out here, with people who have driven an hour plus, even more, just to be out here. We can even see one of the trophies that they have with us, KJ Adams by Pettyfoot. Look at that! I'm getting chill bumps right now just listening to this crowd right now. It is absolutely electric. We don't want them falling out of their cars, but all the families, a lot of the families that are right here, look at this moment as they hold up that trophy, that Big 12 trophy. I mean, it's just, guys, this is... think people down here in Lawrence will remember for the rest of their lives, besides, back in 2008. But we're getting more and more players come by, and we'll bring you more as it comes on. But guys, this is just too much fun. I thought it was fun in New Orleans. Oh boy, nothing beats here being in Lawrence.
Mick, as we look at this parade now, KU doesn't rebuild, they reload. What are we talking about for next year's chances of having another parade, do you think?
Well, they're going to be great again next year. It's going to look obviously different.
Lose the seniors, obviously.
Right, Mitch Lightfoot will finally be gone, right?
Right.
We joked about that with him at the Final
12-year
Four.
career at KU.
But guys like Ochai Agbaji, David McCormick will be gone. But presumably, guys like Christian Brown, DeJuan Harris will be back, and guys that played a big role in this run, and guys that didn't, who are really good players like a KJ Adams, like a Bobby Pettiford, who has battled injuries. Jalen Wilson, we'll see what happens with him. He's got that NBA body.
Yeah.
I project him to be an NBA player someday. Could it be next year? Yes. Will it be? We don't know. But if he's back, those are some big pieces right there. And look, when it's KU, you never count any team out, because
That's right.
I think Bill Self would even tell you this wasn't one of his two best teams.
He did
even
tell
though
us.
it won a national
Yes.
championship team. But if you keep getting there, you keep giving yourselves opportunities in the tournament, in the second weekend of the tournament, making runs the Final Four. That's what KU has done. You're going to break through, and they did with this year's team.
We heard from him leading up to this tournament that the 2020 team was likely a better squad altogether than the 2022 team.
Right, and then, you know what? Nothing was promised, though, with that 2020 team. Everybody talks about how they were the best team in the nation. They were. But in the NCAA tournament, it's such a crapshoot in that the best team, quote unquote, at the end of the regular season rarely wins the tournament. So when you go and snag this one like you did this year, all Jayhawk teams past 2020, 2021, the ones before that are going to celebrate with them.
We're continuing to show you all the different angles we have covering this national championship parade here in Lawrence this Sunday afternoon. I think we're going to try and go back to Jian Kim, who's still on the parade route, showing us more of the Jayhawk faithful. Jian?
Yes, oh my gosh. So we are still out on 13th and Mass Street, and people down here towards the end of the route has been waiting patiently to just get a glimpse of their championship team, and I think we're starting to see the beginning of it. Oh my gosh, the crowd is going crazy. I wonder what must be going through their minds as they see their entire city out here to celebrate and thank them for the win. They deserve this. They worked for it all season, and now they get to soak up every moment of today. You see them waving to the crowd responding. It's just an electric moment out here. Yes! Yeah, if you can hear me, there they go.
Jian, thank you. We've got some more video there of Bill Self up close as he rides by, getting a little bit of a break from his very busy schedule and actually getting to celebrate a little bit. We got those rare smiles from Bill, where he was relaxed a little bit in the last week, enjoying this championship.
That's the other side of it, right? These players and these coaches who have to kind of stay buttoned up all season long. They've got to do and say the right things, and have been, having 6 a.m. practices and 2-a-days a lot of times, and trying to keep up with studies and all that stuff for months and months, and the pressure of winning, to finally relax and let their hair down, right? And smile and wave to fans and to shake fans' hands, which is something we haven't been able to do for a couple of years now in this country, and to be close to everybody. It's such a big moment for them, because they're regular people like the rest of us. They want to go and have fun and all that, and really it's like a job playing college basketball, especially at this level, with all the priorities, all the responsibilities you have. And so to not only be done with that, but to play in the final game and win the final game, it's an achievement of a lifetime for these guys, and good for them being able to enjoy it.
I'm so glad you said keeping up with their studies, because every time I watch that tournament, I think, what was the most stressful year of my college career? Then add trying to win a national championship over 4 weeks.
We talked to Armando Baycott, the really good big man from North Carolina, on Sunday beforehand, and he was a treat to talk to. He was funny, but he brought up this, I think, economics class or something like that. He had to, when he was nursing his injury, he was also doing homework.
Oh my God!
Us as reporters, we said we forgot about that, and the players were like, yeah, we can't forget about that. And so it's important to remember the student part, not just the athlete part, because these guys are taking on full course loads and all that.
Absolutely. Let's try and go back to Mackenzie Nelson, who's trying to keep up with all the red, white, and loud. Mackenzie, can you hear us?
Hey guys, yeah, I can hear you. We are walking alongside Bill Self in his car. We just got to talk to him. I asked him what he thought about all this, if he ever imagined this many fans up and down Mass Street, and he said he's trying to take it all in, he's trying to wave at all the fans, but he called this overwhelming. He just described the entire week as overwhelming, and he's so thankful for the support from the fans all season long, and he said he wishes he could wave to every single person individually, to the fans on the light poles, to the fans up on the roof and in the trees, but he said just the support that they have given this team all season long is just so special, and you've heard him talk about that this entire time we've been covering the Jayhawks, that they do this for the fans. It's more exciting for the fans. They wanted to bring that trophy home to Lawrence, and he's just trying to soak it all up, guys.
Yeah, Mackenzie, Bill's an extrovert. He's a social beast, right? Yes. He doesn't mind the media attention. A lot of times he enjoys it, right?
Kind of unique among coaches like him.
Yeah. And so being out here in front of all these fans, he's lapping this up.
I am glad that Mackenzie referenced the people in the trees, because we definitely saw people in the trees lining Mass Street this afternoon.
We finally saw some fans across the way on the rooftop above Raven Bookstore. They've got both feet overhanging a couple stories up. Careful, guys, because Taylor and I are about 5 feet away from the ledge over here. We're jittery where we are, so be careful if you're KU fans.
We said the same good luck charm that we always say. Let's not let a sports event turn into a news event.
Right.
As we were getting ready to cover this parade today. I think we're going to try to go back to Jordan Betts. Jordan, are you where you can hear us? Can you let us know what you're seeing? Okay, Jordan can't hear us right now because she is, she's behind enemy lines, I think, at this point, trying to keep up with what's going on. They passed by Aaron Ladd where he was on top of Weavers. How about Gian? Can you hear us? Let us know what you're seeing. Okay, so we don't have, we're trying to get a hold of Gian as well, because we've just got so much where we're trying to cover as this parade has been moving along. You're looking there as you hear Mackenzie Nelson there, I think. Mackenzie, I think you can hear us now. What are we looking at? I mean, we're seeing this wide shot now on our air as the parade continues on. What are you doing now? Where are you?
Hey, well, I'm at 11th and Mass Street now. We're still following along with Ochai Baji and David McCormick, and they stopped traffic. They stopped the parade because they want to sign everyone's gear. They're signing hats, they're signing basketballs, t-shirts, and they're gonna stop the parade until they're ready to get going again. So we're gonna sit here for a minute, watch them take photos with fans, watch them sign a bunch of autographs, because they're just doing it for the fans. They're so happy to be here and celebrate this championship with their fans who have supported them all season long. It looks like they're getting going a little bit, maybe 2 miles an hour before they stop again to sign some more autographs, but we're just gonna kind of follow them along the route. But again, we just passed 11th in Massachusetts, so we're a little more than halfway through this route.
Mackenzie, thank you. I love that we're getting to see these interactions. Mick, you mentioned it a minute ago about how we haven't been able to do this for a while, and now they're able to interact with the fans on a really cool level.
It feels good. Same deal with all those fans inside the arena as well in the Superdome down there in New Orleans. Jordan's out on the parade route as well. Jordan was down in New Orleans. Jordan, how does this compare to the scene we saw down in the Bayou last week?
Hey guys, sorry it's kind of loud. It's hard to kind of hear what you said, but we have Ochai, and it looks like he's with David, and he's got that NCAA trophy that everybody's been wanting to see here. But first, looks like we got Christian in this car that's right here, and then behind him will be David and Ochai. I know the Ochai's family has been really waiting to see him this entire time. We just saw Remy Martin actually take his niece out of the car and put him into the car with them, and so it's going to be quite the funniest. He's have a baby to take all the way down the street. So yeah, we got the boys that are all right here. We're just waiting for Ochai to get out of the car. Oh, looks like he's signing shirts in the car. Hopefully he's going to throw that back out there. His mom is over here going, just get out of the car, just get out of the car. Looks like Christian signing some long friends that are right here. Been basketball journey together as well. Hopefully we can get Ochai's shot. You got a shower. Kind of here, so get out of the car. We're gonna wait just a minute. Sorry. This moment. All of them being together here. So hold on just 1 second. Hopefully we can get him over here. I might have to yell at him myself to get him over here as Mackenzie comes through. It looks like they're signing autographs for fans, because I don't think they're trying to get out of the cars for fans. They're trying to keep this parade going, but hey, they want to please everybody. They want to make sure they can sign as much autographs as they can. Police are trying to kind of keep it all together. And I'm literally, guys, people are throwing merchandise at them right now in these cars, and also at the police officers. I'm not really sure why they're wanting that as well, but you know, Christian Dewan are right here as well. They looks like they're getting out of the car. We can get Ochai's thing here. Wait.
All right. Yeah. Jordan's kind of cutting out there, but I want to bring in Aaron Ladd if we can, guys. Talk a little sports with Aaron, because I think, Aaron, we watched this team all year long. It was a great team, but I thought the emergence of Remy Martin, who we've seen on the parade route there, the emergence of him in the postseason was what really took this from a great team to a championship team. What'd you see?
Mick, that's absolutely right, and he got the nickname all postseason, whether it was Rimmer-G, whether it was the Rimmergizer Bunny, whatever you wanted to call him. This team was really missing him when he was out with injury during the regular season, and as they were trying to start and find their chemistry throughout league play, Remy Martin comes back in time for March and gives them a completely different dynamic off the bench. They're much more complete and fast break. They're much tougher as far as containing them on offense, and then he was just unconscious from behind the arc. I would think he even would admit that he was playing a little bit out of his mind as far as from behind the arc. And Arizona State transfer, and DeJuan Harris said it himself in one of the Sweet 16 press conferences. He was one of the best point guards in the country entering the transfer portal out of Arizona State. You brought him to Kansas for today, Mick. You brought him to Kansas because he's a point guard that can not only change your team, but has you an opportunity to win national championships and host parades. And here we're on the tail end of Kansas's national championship parade here in 22. A lot of it because of like you mentioned, Remy Martin.
Yeah, and look, Big Dave Taylor had those two big shots at the end of the national championship game, but the shot before that, when the game was tied at 65, the step-back three from Remy Martin was such a clutch shot as well.
And you've mentioned earlier, you both have mentioned the people who just show up in this tournament that all of a sudden you're not expecting, and that there's several stories for the Jayhawks in this case that won that national championship. I want to get back to Jeon Kim. We tried to go to her earlier, but we can go to her now. Jeon, give us an update on how the parade moves along.
Oh my gosh, Taylor, the energy out here is just absolutely contagious. We see a lot of families and young children at this end of the route. You got the teams out there. Yeah. Listen to this crowd. Oh my gosh. You know, we talked a little bit earlier about why these people love KU basketball, and it's the tradition, it's the camaraderie, and it's absolutely their loyalty, and you can just see it. All these people out in Lawrence showing up today to show support for their team. Let's go. Start on me and go to them.
let's try and go back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, I can see you walking along the route.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you tell me what you're doing there, what fans are like as you go by?
Taylor, I think you were talking to me, so I'm going to go ahead and talk, but we are still following along with Ochai Baji and David McCormick. And you can see that, merchandise is being thrown at us. We're having to stop and pick up everyone's stuff and give it back to them because, well, the players, they can't sign everything as much as they would like to. They're not able. Oh, we just had a flag thrown at us to give to Ochai. Everyone wants his autograph. We've got hats. Oh, his car just ran over a hat. But people are just slinging stuff at the players trying to get an autograph. And we're just following them. We're watching them. They're getting some of the autographs done, but can't do all of them. So we've got the police kind of surrounding the cars, and they're giving everyone their merchandise back as it's being thrown. But a few autographs being signed here and there, but the fans are just excited. You can hear it. They're just happy to be here and celebrate their team and the great run that they had. I don't even know if you can hear me, Taylor, because it is so loud where we're at, but that just goes to show
I can hear you, Mackenzie. Thank you very much. Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you. Mick, I want to talk basketball again with you for a second because as this parade continues to wind through, let's talk about momentum a little bit and that Elite Eight game. Obviously, we'll remember the national championship, greatest comeback in championship history. But there's a history with Bill Self in the Elite Eight, and they were down to Miami at overtime, and then they just blew that game out in the second half. How much did that mean for the next two games for them?
They're down to Miami at halftime. Look, they trailed Providence briefly there.
Right.
But that's how it works. Every single national championship run, no matter who you are, you're going to have those games where you coulda, sometimes shoulda lost,
yes.
Right? Nobody blows through an entire 6-game NCAA tournament, blowing teams out by 20. You have to have those games. That Creighton game where Creighton shot lights out, but guess what? So did KU. Providence, another tough Big East team, down to Miami. You have the national championship game, of course, where you're down 15 points at halftime. So much stuff. You have to be great. You have to be fortunate along the way. That's exactly what happened with KU this year. And kind of getting back to Remy, it's funny, kind of the two parts for KU during their regular season that were maybe question marks, the 1 and the 5. The point guard and the big man turned out to be exclamation points in the postseason. They were strengths for KU, not weaknesses. That's why they got it done.
Do you see a change in Bill Self moving forward now that he's got a second?
He's always been himself, loose and all that stuff. But
you don't think he feels less pressure now?
He's in rarefied air now. He's in, I think it's maybe 13 head coaches all time that have won multiple national championships.
Right.
That list was far greater when he was at 1. Same with KU in 3 national championships, 3 NCAA championships. They were tied with a lot of teams. Now with 4, they're in more rarefied air. There are fewer and fewer teams with more than 3 championships. And like we said earlier, in coaching years, Coach K coached forever. So many of these coaches are coaching deeper and longer and longer. Bill Self's got a lot of years left in him. I wouldn't be surprised if he joins the 3 national championship club and maybe beyond.
Well, looking at these fans screaming, I don't think they'd be very surprised either. I think we're going to try and go back to Jordan Betts maybe, who was seeing if people were getting out of their cars and signing things. Jordan, what can you tell us about what the players are doing right now?
Appreciate you. I sent to you the ones that I took at the the tournament. I think you made your messages. Yeah.
Jordan may not be able to hear us, guys. It's so loud.
She's fraternizing down there.
Between the screaming of the fans and the wind here in Lawrence today, it's really, really loud for them to try and see what's going on. We're doing our best to show you what's going on there. And you see these players just having the time of their lives. This is like 1 and 1A of when they won the national championship and now have the parade. I think Jordan can hear us now. Jordan, what's the interaction like? And tell us about how these players are enjoying all this.
Well, there's not much going on here really anymore. All the fans are kind of leaving right now, but they're all still talking about how exciting it really was. All the players are still gone. Ochai and David were kind of the last of the players that were here. They got out of their cars. Ochai got out of his cars, hugged his family, you guys. It was so sweet to see them, hug him. This is kind of the end for him in his KU career, but guys, it's not the end that we're going to see Ochai in his basketball career. That still excited. Street will be really fun here in about a few minutes, so I'll send it back to you.
Thanks there, Jordan. And we'll bring Aaron Ladd back in now. And Aaron, it's cool, especially for us from a Kansas City station. And these are players that I've covered for a long time, to have a national championship with some KC local players, and Christian Brown and Ochai Agbaji, Chris Tehan even from Brockhurst. And I mean, look, KU's a national program. They'll recruit from wherever. They don't have to recruit KC kids, but they did this time, and thank goodness, right? Because in the case of Brown and Agbaji, they were big pieces of this team.
Absolutely. You talked about Ochai Agbaji a little bit. I mean, his story as far as coming back to Kansas with the goal of winning a national championship. He mentioned that when they touched back down in Lawrence and had their celebration at Memorial Stadium. He said his whole intention behind going into the NBA draft and returning to come to KU was for a day like today, Mick, and was it for the Naismith Player of the Year finalist and Big 12 Player of the Year. All of the resume stretches as long as Mass Street does for Ochai Agbaji. It's got to set in today, and we heard from his family a little bit earlier about just how important this was for him, and you touched on the local kids as well. This has been a Tehan weekend, man. I was at the spring game yesterday. There was Tehan, and the players were there. Now he's here having a good time. Much deserved, well deserved, and KC has an imprint on this national championship.
They do, and it's so funny. Ochai's stock, guys, has gone it's the stock you want, right? It's gone straight up with no dips whatsoever in the last 5 years, right? It's like Apple. I remember I did an Athlete of the Week on him when he was a senior in high school, halfway through his senior year, right? Never mind, most KU players have been recruited maybe since 8th grade, right? They know they're going big time D1. At the time, he had a Northern Iowa offer, okay? I remember a week later, Texas A&M was in on him. About a month later, KU was in on him, and he jumped. I remembered him. I remembered his family because we covered his older sister, who was an outstanding volleyball player, went on to Texas, played in the Final Four herself. So you knew the athletic genes in that family, and then everybody got wise to it. He came to KU, he was going to be redshirted. He ended up playing and starting some games. A lot of people thought with his athleticism, he might go right to the draft right away. After his junior year, he tests the waters, decides to come back. Great choice for him, a great decision for KU. And then just, I mean, the Wooden Award talk, the Big 12 Player of the Year award, winning the MVP in the Final Four. It has done nothing but skyrocket his stock, and I predict it will continue when he makes it to the NBA.
I was going to say, it's so impossible to say this player is going to do this when they get to the professional level. What are people expecting of him once he goes, depending on where he goes?
I've seen people talk about, he could be like a 3-and-D guy, which is, hits the three, plays good defense. I'm not going to set limitations on him whatsoever. I think he's a guy that can play for a lot of years in the NBA and be a big factor on good teams and score a lot of points in the NBA. He's so versatile. He's so athletic. Look, he's going to fit right in.
It's so much fun to have so many people out here covering this parade for KSHP 41, including Gian Kim. We've been with her a couple of times. Just check back in now with Gian to tell us what she's seeing. Gian.
Well, Taylor, we just saw Coach Self drive by, as well as number 30 himself. The crowd was wild. We talked a little bit about, I wonder what's going through these teammates' minds today. I mean, the entire city of Lawrence came out to cheer them on. I mean, it must be just an incredible moment for them, because this is what they've been working for all season. I just hope that they soak it all in and really remember this moment as a core memory. I want you guys to take a look at this flag right here that's flying. This was flown in 2008 when they won the championship, and we're going to come here and talk to the family here. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, talk to us about what today was like.
It's amazing. In 2008, we thought we'd be back pretty shortly. We figured this be coming around again, but it's taken a long time. It's a long wait.
Take us back to that moment when you knew that you seized that championship. What went through your mind that day?
That was a bit stunning, actually, because
It was a shock, definitely.
Yeah, we thought we blew it, and then we came back and then played some great defense. It was an awesome victory, and we just went bat stuff crazy.
But you always trusted in your team, yes?
Yes. Yeah. Some shots at halftime, but, we had it all the way. It's no problem down 15 at half. All good.
What was it like to actually see the team in person today?
Oh,
Great,
fun.
great.
It's so fun to see them, celebrating. They look so happy and seeing everybody getting a chance
And
to
Jalen
celebrate
hit a
with
nice
them.
TikTok down the stretch
Yes,
there.
yes.
Did you guys make it into his TikTok?
No, we did not. I don't know. Maybe we
Yeah.
did. I don't know.
And what was your favorite part?
When at the end when they're, at halftime when they were down 15 but they came back.
Absolutely. And what was it like to see your star players out here on the road?
Good.
Solid answer from you.
Yeah. Dave McCormick.
That's right.
Yes.
Big Dave!
There you go. Can I get a chant on 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. Rock Chalk Jayhawks! Hey, thank you so much. Back to you guys, Taylor and Mick.
Thank you, Gian. Mick, there's so many families here, which is really fun to watch.
Yeah.
The number of kids we've seen come by that are having a big time out here today.
That's the best part. They're playing, a bunch of kids are playing catch with the football down there. That's what today is for. Look, Monday night, right here on Mass Street, that's for the college kids, maybe the people in their 20s, not for the 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. Today is for the kids out there. I've got my 10-year-old daughter here. She's loving it, being able to watch from the rooftop. These kids are having a blast, being able to see their heroes. Ochai Agbaji is larger than life to these kids out there, and they're within, they can yell at him, wave to him, and see him up close and personal.
And it's I don't want to seem callous talking about recruiting, but for players, for students to think, gosh, I want to go there. This is a big kind of thing for that.
Here's the deal, and it's not just high school players anymore. Right. With the transfer portal, there are freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, grad students out there that are really good basketball players that are looking at KU, watching this parade, watching the Final Four, watching the celebration, hearing Ochai Agbaji talk about the university, seeing Bill Self speak, and they're saying, I want to be there.
Yes.
I want to be a part of that. And so I think the transfer portal is huge for schools like KU. It is nothing but a good thing. They brought in guys that have been factors, that have been players. We talked about Yesufu. We talked about Jalen Coleman-Lance. And we talked about Remy Martin, how big of an addition that was. I think it's only going to snowball for KU and these big programs, inviting other great players in.
Well, we've heard Bill Self talk about it a lot during the tournament and throughout the season as well, what it's meant to him to be able to build this team the way that he's been able to build this team. So I think he recognized it in a big way.
And it's changed. Like 10 years ago, we were like, it's all about the one and dones, right? It's about Kentucky getting the super team surrounded by Davis. But now, Bill Self said it last week at the Final Four, it's all about getting old and staying old. It's about 3rd, 4th, 5th, even 6-year players in your program. And with the transfer portal, you can not only get old, but you can stay old.
I'm not going to make a getting old joke while I'm standing here next to you.
If there's anybody that knows about being old, it's us two right here.
I wouldn't dream of doing that.
Yeah.
Let's get over to Mackenzie Nelson, who's far from that. Mackenzie, take us back on the parade route.
Hey guys, well we are coming up on 17th and Math Street. We're hanging out with Ochai and Bill Self here, and we are walking up in the parade route. If they didn't get their autograph, they are going to get it. They are adamant about that, and they are running down they're running down Mass Street, but outside the barricades, trying to throw their gear at the players still, because they're just so excited. This atmosphere, it's the perfect day for a parade. It's beautiful out here in Lawrence, and the fans, they showed out. I mean, like I said, we're coming up on 17th and Mass Street, and we don't even see the end of the parade. And we did get a little far behind from the front of the parade because the players wanted to stop and sign some autographs, but I don't see the front. I don't see us catching up anytime soon, but hey, Bill Self and the players are just enjoying this. They've been waiting for this moment, and it is here today, and they're just trying to soak it all in. Oh, I just got hit in the head with a shirt or something. Everyone wants their autographs, guys.
No one's thrown you a shirt while we've been here that I know of.
Right. It's funny, it's a different the farther south you get on Mass Street, it's a more residential area, right? You have more commerce down here, business district. You get past South Park, and now more residential areas. So more and more people packed down there as they're going all the way down to 19th Street. Probably good that they stopped before 23rd, but 6th to 19th Street, 13 blocks. Heck of a run there. Heck of a run in the tournament. Heck of a run for the parade, too.
And speaking of heck of a run in the tournament, I want to bring back in our reporter, Aaron Ladd. Aaron, you were in Chicago in the first weekend for this tournament. Could you imagine then, did you get a vibe from this team of what they were looking at? Obviously, in the tournament, you have to take one game at a time, but compare what we're feeling now and seeing now as a championship team to that Chicago weekend.
Yeah, you all touched on that a little bit earlier about winning ugly. The survive and advance term is something we hear about so often in sports. The NCAA tournament, one of the hardest championships to win across all sports, right? It's the randomness of it, it's the travel aspect of it, it's seeing teams that you necessarily haven't had the opportunity to prepare for, like maybe teams you've seen before. In Fort Worth, which is where they started off their journey, and then going into Chicago, there were some tight ones, Taylor. There were some very close ones. The Miami game is a game that people will talk about a long time because of the turnaround after halftime, but that Creighton game as well, which was in Fort Worth, was a chance where maybe KU was on the ropes. And the game right before that, UNC Baylor, the first one seed goes down. Kansas is standing there in the tunnel and sees this back and forth thriller and a 25-point deficit erased in that one. You can see how close the margin of victory was and the margin of defeat was, and I think Kansas was possibly energized by that, knowing how how tight-knit this group was. We heard about that from Bill Self all year long. And this team just didn't want to go home. I don't know how else to sugarcoat it. They did not want to go home. They played their best basketball when it mattered, and they got out of those close games in Fort Worth and Chicago, and then the rest of the way on, they used that to their advantage. National champions.
Aaron, thank you. I'd forgotten about the fact that UNC beat Baylor in front of them.
Right beforehand.
Wow.
And that was the first to go down, and then before long, three rounds in, I think KU, after 3 rounds, they were the only one seed left, and so they saw the carnage, and that's the deal with a veteran coach like Bill Self. He can help navigate these young 19, 20, 21-year-old players who are going through this run for the first time. Remember, there's no tournament in 20. Last year, KU got bounced in the second round. In 19, they got bounced in the second round. So it had been since their Final Four run in 2018 that they had made a deep run like they did this year, and most of the players on this team were not on that team. I think it was only Lightfoot and Tehan. So you need that veteran coach to help kind of be that amateur psychologist and get these young kids through the mental aspect of the tournament.
Back to the parade now with KSHB 41 reporter Jordan Betts. Jordan, how's it still moving along? Are they ever going to stop?
I don't think so. Fans are still here. We're starting to go up Mass Street. We're here on 10th and Mass. See a lot of security that's kind of gathered. Fans are starting to disperse, but people are still making their way into a lot of the restaurants that are here, kind of congregating outside, just having a lot of fun. Fans are just still talking about how exciting that was. I heard some couple kids say, "Oh my gosh, I saw Ochai," or "I saw David," and I heard you guys talking about earlier, these kids really idolize some of these players, which is a really cool sight to see as families go by with their kids, having all their Jayhawk gear on. So this is going to be a moment that these kids really remember. But fans are starting to go up Mass Street and kind of get back in their cars and leave. But there are also a lot of kids, those college kids, that are probably going to stick around here in Mass Street for quite some time. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Jordan, thank you. We've talked about this, the kids, before. I mean, my 9-year-old says now he wants to play for KU. So
absolutely.
It's a lot of fun to watch these kids react.
And these guys, they've just been whittled down to one name, right? After they won it in 1988, it was just Danny. It wasn't Danny Manning. Everybody knows him as Danny. In 08, it's just Mario. You don't have to say Chalmers anymore. Now, of course, it's Ochai.
Yes.
Not too many Ochais out there. But when you say Big Dave, for decades, KU fans are going to know who that is.
That's exactly right. I think we're going to try and go to, we're going to go try to Gian one more time, or to Gian one more time out there on the parade route.
Start on me. Yes, Taylor. Oh my gosh, it's been an exciting day out here. We were our location was out on 13th Street in Massachusetts. We still see some people lingering around, taking pictures, trying to remember today as that core memory. And we have a group of girlfriends here who are taking some selfies. Hi, how are you guys? Good. Oh my gosh. And you were telling me that this, KU basketball has been an entire history. It was a family tradition for you. Tell us about this. What makes it so special for you?
It's everybody coming together at the end of the day and remembering like where we came from and just like, I don't know, reuniting on something that we've been working towards. Everybody has like gone to these games and then getting to this spot where we like finally win after 14 years is so exciting.
You know what? Pretty much the entire city of Lawrence was out here today, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what do you think it means to the city here?
I mean, it's like, especially if you came on like Saturday or Monday, like it was jam-packed. Like everybody, like the roads are empty and everybody's like downtown Lawrence. Like everybody's here and like not doing anything else. Like everybody comes to support and like be there.
And what was your favorite part of today?
Definitely seeing Ochai. Seeing all the players was amazing. It's like just unreal.
You're getting a little flustered. Is he your celebrity crush?
Oh my gosh. Maybe. I think for like a lot of people, it's definitely like a fan thing, and it's like they're kind of like celebrities here in town, but it's
of course, how cute. Thank you so much. Back to you guys. How cute.
Gian putting people on the spot on the parade route. Quickly, before we wrap up our coverage, let's go back to Mackenzie Nelson one more time, still following the team.
Hey guys, I'm at the end of the parade. I'm here with a mother-daughter duo, Amy and Janet. Tell me what this parade was like for you guys today.
Super exhilarating, so fun to see all the crowd and to see all the guys and celebrate them.
Was it everything that you imagined?
More. We were here the last one.
In 2008.
But this is just more. It's great.
You making it a tradition to come out here each time they win a national championship?
Absolutely.
Yeah, more if possible, like their shirt says.
Well, thank you guys. Enjoy the day. You guys, we are just coming up on the very end of the parade. We're at 19th and Mass Street. We're trying to catch back up to the team as they make their way back to where they started. So we're just going to keep following them. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys.
A tradition that can be ours too. Let's come back and do it again in a year from now.
Absolutely. I've covered 3 parades now. 2015 with the Royals, early 2020 after the 2019 season when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and now here in 2022 with KU. A little more intimate here in Lawrence. It's a 2-lane road there.
Yes.
The sidewalks are a little more narrow, right? The buildings aren't as tall, so a little more intimate here. So,
and
but all 3 of them memorable.
It's warmer than it was during the Chiefs parade as well.
But yes, I recommend them in April over, I guess, November and February.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the March Madness leading to nice April parade. So we're so thankful you've joined us for our coverage today. Obviously, we've had a ton of fun bringing this to you, as loud as it was and as difficult as it was in some cases, to make sure we have our reporters where they're supposed to be and where they can hear us. We're thrilled that you've watched us this afternoon on KSHP 41 and followed Jayhawk coverage all throughout the year.
There's a lot of fun here, be on the roof with Taylor Henris, with you, and to see Aaron over there and all the reporters on the ground. It was a joint effort, a lot of fun. I can't wait to go back to the station and watch it.
Listen, that's what you need to do. Rewatch what you just
right?
watched.
This day and age, you can do that.
Coverage. That's exactly right. Thank you so much for being part of KSHP 41's coverage of this national championship parade for the KU Jayhawks. With Mick Schaefer, I'm Taylor Henris. Thanks for watching. Have a great Sunday afternoon.